Good morning. Today we're going to do some arts and crafts with my grandchildren. This is my grandson Riley and this is my granddaughter Jocelyn, and we're going to make some crystals out of boric laundry detergent, Mule Team, and it's not very high. You can do it, buy it real easy in the laundry detergent aisle at Walmart, and it only takes the borax, food coloring, and boiling hot water, and these pot cleaners, as we used to call them. I don't know what they call them nowadays, Chevron something, I don't know. But anyway, before we get started on making everything, I'm going to let my grandson tell you about his channel so you can subscribe and watch him.
So I have a music and nonsense, just mostly music channel, Abomination 36. There'll be links in the description for both my channels. And then the second one's Abomination Outdoors, which is gonna have like outdoorsy stuff, knife reviews, pellet gun stuff, just Oklahoma outdoorsy stuff. So check those out.
Yeah, if you couldn't tell, we're from Oklahoma. We have the accent. So hope you can understand what we're saying. Now, we're going to just make our shapes. You can make stars, you can make circles, you can make like eggs. I mean, there's all kinds of things. You can bend these deals around to any shape just about that you want. And mine, I'm going to make mine kind of egg shaped. I want it to look kind of like a geode. I know you've seen those. And once you get your shape together, then you put a tie on it, a string. I didn't get my scissors. Thought I had everything ready, but we got it.
I have a stick man and a grenade.
Now, whatever you make, whatever shape you make, it cannot touch the sides and it cannot touch the bottom, because if it does, it sticks to it and it's hard to get out. So, and you use a pencil to
tie the string around it.
Tie the string around it, yes.
And you put it onto this.
Yes.
Put it in there.
Onto there. Okay. So there's your string.
I'll build the turtle shell first.
And there's your string. And if you make it too long, that's okay. We can cut it off and shorten it, because we don't want it touching, like I said, we don't want it touching the bottom. So we're just getting this assembled, getting it ready for when we dissolve our borax laundry detergent in the glass. And then from what I understand, the crystals start forming, and sometimes it takes up to 8 hours. But if you really want pretty crystals to form, it'll take up to about overnight. And so we're going to leave these overnight, and then we're going to come back and show you how they look. So this will be like a two-parter.
I mean, we could just trim in between it and then...
Yeah, we can trim in between it if we've got it too long or too short or whatever. I'm going to try to get mine short enough that it doesn't touch. See, like this. And then you put your you can use a pencil, you can use a stick, a skewer, anything that will keep it suspended away from the bottom. And see, mine is too long, so I'm going to have to tie it shorter. My water will have to be all the way almost to the top, but that will work. Yours will work. You got yours yet, Jocelyn?
Instead of trimming it, I've rolled it across the pencil.
Okay. Well, then we're going to take it out and lay it to the side, because we're going to do our borax. Pour you a good sized cup of borax in your cup, in your glass jar, I should say. And here's your spoon for stirring. And from what I understand, you have to try to keep it as warm as you can for the amount of time you keep it in there. And when it turns cold, you can put it back in the microwave and dissolve some of the little crystals that form around the glass, and you can use it again to make more. But you have to have patience because it does take usually overnight for it to turn out real pretty. Okay, that should do it. You pour that in there.
With my terracino. You don't really look much like terracino, but it'll do.
Okay. Let me give mine.
No.
There's different recipes for how much of the borax that you can pour. A lot of people, though, don't even go by a recipe. They just put a lot in till it dissolves. And then some of them say 9 tablespoons to each cup. But I think what we're going to do is, because we are putting a cup and we want our colors to be nice and pretty and dark, we're going to put probably 20 drops of the food coloring in there, because we are using the white pot cleaners and we want our colors to be really pretty.
I don't really call them pipe cleaners.
What do you call them?
I just call them sticks.
Well, when I was growing up, they were called pipe cleaners.
Back in ye old day of Nana time.
But now they're called something else. Chevron something, I think is what they're called. But yeah, or something like that. I don't know exactly, but we're going to work it out anyway. We know what they are, even if we don't know what they're called.
Some people can't remember.
Now you see, we're getting all old-timey. This is an old-timey fuse grenade from the old-timey days of old-timey war.
Well, you're not going to be
Churchill.
using that one. Is that the one you're planning on making? Is that one?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
use the terracino.
So, we'll have to get our
Later.
food coloring ready too.
Next time, I'll do
This one's taking forever to pour. But I've never made this before, but I've seen a lot of people make it, and it always looked really pretty. Okay, Jocelyn, you can pour yours in your glass. And now I'm going to get the hot water, and you use your spoon and you stir it till you don't see any cloudy water. And this is where you need an adult, because this is very hot.
It's really hot water and you can easily get yourself burned.
That's right.
Get burnt, y'all.
And we don't want anybody burnt.
I got my spoon.
I'll probably have to add a little bit more water to those.
If you're holding the glass, don't completely grip it, because
No,
that's
because it
more.
will be
yeah.
hot. In fact, I probably ought to give you a cloth to hold around it, because I'm afraid it's going to be too hot to stir, and if you accidentally tip it on you, move your fingers so I can add a little bit more water.
Now I've done dishes 100 million times, so I'm basically used to hot water.
Okay. You can wrap this around your glass to hold it so you don't get burnt. Because that is hot water. It's very hot. I had it boiling. And they say the hotter the better. So we have to stir it until that dissolves and it doesn't look cloudy. They say it takes a while, so we're gonna see. And I'm a lefty, in case you noticed. My grandkids are right-handed, but I'm lefty. They make fun of me all the time because I'm left-handed. Is it too hot?
I know.
No, it's just hard to hold the spoon.
The other one, well, the older grandkids like to make fun of me. Here you go. You don't got to go all the way to the bottom, because I think you pretty much got most of it.
Oh, mine's
Really
still at the bottom.
feel anything at the bottom.
You just got to stir it till it gets clear, from what I understand. And hope that my camera battery doesn't die before we get this done.
So that's gonna be
Stock laptop has to allow those recordings.
Yeah. Hopefully it will. My grandson is helping me with my videos. I made one yesterday, the very first one that I ever made on a wish haul. And I appreciate it if you go watch it and subscribe and like if you liked it. And I'm going to do all kinds of things. I want to do this, and I enjoy doing arts and crafts, especially with my grandkids. And they're on spring break this spring, so they're here with me. Mother has to work, father has to work. And they're helping me out around the house, and we're just enjoying ourselves.
Tearing down stuff.
Yeah, we've been tearing down an old barn that's over 100 years old. But it's got to go because it's falling in, and every time the wind picks up, I'm afraid
It's gonna hit the new one.
I'm afraid the tin's gonna come off of it and hit one of us in the head. Boy, it sure is taking a long time to.
Well, now the tin's off of it, so.
Yeah, we got most of the tin off of it now. Got the roof off
You have
of
to pull
it.
that.
I think mine's about done. I don't really care
It's
what I keep
still-
at the bottom.
It's still not dry. Yeah,
Oh.
you got some in the bottom.
Yeah, I can see it.
And it's boiling hot water, and it says it takes a while. I hope this clanking of the glasses don't drive you nuts. Good morning, and welcome back to Carolyn's Crazy World, where you never know what you're gonna get. And yesterday we were doing these crystals, and right in the middle of it my camera died. So we're going to just have to tell you what we did after we did all the stirring that we were having to do. First thing we did is we had to take our designs that we had held with the pencil and dip them in the water. But before that we put 20 drops of food coloring in each jar. Will you get me a spoon, because I think this one's going to stick. And then once it's still warm and hot, you either use tin foil or you use plastic wrap to put over your jar to keep it as warm as long as possible, because that's where you get the prettier crystals. And so this morning we're going to see, oh, and I forgot to tell you, I'm back with Riley, my grandson. He can tell you about his channel real fast. You may want to watch it. Go over there, like and subscribe. And this is my granddaughter, Jocelyn, and she's over here doing this too. So, Riley, tell what you got to tell real
So
fast.
my channel is Abomination 36. It's my music channel, and that's where I do music stuff and all my stuff with my friend Jesse. And then I have a second channel, which is Abomination Outdoors, which is where I'm going to be doing like pellet gun stuff, knife reviews, pellet gun hunting maybe, for like small game, and just outdoorsy stuff because we live in Oklahoma. So check them out.
Okay. To recap on some of this, the only ingredients you need to make these crystals is your 20 Muleteen Borax detergent. You can buy that in the detergent aisle at Walmart or CVS or most grocery stores. And food coloring. You want anywhere from 10 to 20 drops, depending on how dark you want your crystals to look.
I had 5, and that gave me a light blue.
Yeah, he wanted light blue, I wanted purple, and I'm hoping mine turned out purple. And Jocelyn, what color did you use?
Green.
Green. So we're going to see how this turned out. And if it sticks to the side of the jar, you can take a spoon, which it will stick sometimes. You're supposed to do it to where it doesn't touch the bottom or the side, but I think mine fell down, so it's kind of stuck. I'm gonna have to loosen it up a little bit. I hope I don't break my crystals. Don't mention it. Okay, now I got it loose. Okay, there's my crystal. I'm gonna let it dry a minute. It's got quite a bit in it, but it's not as pretty as I wanted it to be. I want it to be really purple. Now, Riley, you can do yours. Hold this spoon on yours. Yeah, pencil down.
Oh, dang it. I'm rolled. Now it's all stuck to the bottom.
Okay, we'll have to use a spoon. Oh, that might have loosened it up right there. Oh, look how pretty that is.
Kind of looks like an A.
It
Yeah.
does look kind of like an A or a C.
But it's pretty. Lay it down.
Wow.
Lay it down on your paper towel. We're going to drain it a little bit, and then we'll show a close-up of what our crystals look like. Then you hold your pencil. You can use a pencil or a stick, either one, to tie your string to it. Oh, Jocelyn's has turned out really pretty. Yes, she's got better crystals on hers, which we noticed on some of these, you're supposed to stir them until you see no more borax in the bottom of the jar.
There's crystals all over the cup.
Yeah, they say that if you want to redo them, or if you want to do another one, you can heat this up in the microwave to a boiling point, and then you can put more in there and cover it up just like you saw, and you can make more. It's reusable. But you have to stir it, continually stirring it, to get rid of all the borax. You can see there's a little tiny bit down there in the bottom, which that can affect how good your crystals look. But now, Riley, take yours and show it up close.
So, members,
You may have to put your hand behind it.
this is supposed to be a yield grenade from ye old times. You know, the fuse grenade that light on the throne, like a bomb. But it kind of more looks like an A. But it's still cool because it's got crystals on
Yeah,
it.
it's still cool. It's got pretty good crystals. Hold it a minute so they can see the crystals a little better, because it keeps spinning around. You see those? Aren't those pretty? And when the light hits them, they really shine.
Or do-
Yeah, okay, Jocelyn, you can get up there and show yours. Show it closer.
Mine was gonna be a turtle shell, but it didn't really turn out like it, but that's okay.
Hers is really pretty.
Dodge is way under the camera.
She has better crystals on hers, I believe, than we do on ours. And Riley, since you're closer, you can show mine. Mine was supposed to be purple, but it didn't turn out too
A
purple.
lot of the top didn't get as many crystals because
Yeah.
it was so high.
Yeah, you can see the bottom is thicker crystals. Hold it still so they can see it. I'm gonna get your hand up there and hold it behind it.
I got the thing.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
that.
the
You can
bottom's
see the
thick.
bottom is thick crystals. That's where it kind of stuck to the bottom of the jar. But this is our first time doing this, so a little practice and we probably will get a lot better with this. So if you have any questions about how to do this, post them down below and I will try to answer all the questions you have on this. Like I said, this is our first time trying it, and I think we did a pretty good job. Jocelyn's and Riley's really turned out a lot better than mine, but we're pleased with it, aren't we? And if you have crystals stuck to the side of your jar, they say you can put them back in the microwave and stir it up, and it will dissolve those crystals. And so, because I don't want to lose my jars. I don't want my jars ruined. And Riley's, you can, well, I don't know if you can see it, but there's some crystals stuck to the inside of his jar.
It goes all the way down one side.
Yeah, so that's where it kind of stuck to the side, which that's the main thing you have to really watch, is your design that you make should not touch the sides of the jar or the bottom of the jar, because then they stick like ours did. But we knew that, and we were hoping it didn't stick, but it did. But that's all right. We didn't have any problem getting it out. So if you like this video, hit the like and subscribe. We'd appreciate it. I'd appreciate it. And you never know what I'm going to do the next time. Thank you for watching, and have a good day. Bye.